Hi guys, my name is Michael Varela, and today I will be talking about how to avoid being homeless. And what I mean by this is basically saying how to buy a house. Alright, so a little bit of background of what buying a house is. Buying a house is not an investment. You can't make profit off that because if you intend to sell the house, once you're done paying for it, you're basically just gonna get your money back that you used to pay for the house. Buying a house can cost you less than renting in the long run because you have a place to stay and you don't have to pay for staying in that place. Buying a house can be stressful as well if you don't have a plan to guide you through the process, especially if you're a first time home buyer and you're interested in buying a house. All right, so this brings me to my hypothesis. My hypothesis is if you don't have a well organized budget, uh, knowing what your income is and your monthly expenses are, then you will have a more comfortable life because you would know when and where you'd be able to use your money wisely. As a result, you can experience less stress throughout the process of buying a house. All right, so there are four fundamentals to buy a house. The first fundamental is having a plan, the second is having a budget, the third is building confidence, and the fourth is asking for help. All right, so as I said earlier, having a plan uh, is a fundamental to buying a house, and this flowchart is my plan to buy a house. I start off by saving money, and then I decide to stop renting, and I try to get a pre-approval. But if I can't get a mortgage pre-approval, then I try to improve my credit. And as I'm improving my credit, I save money. I keep on saving money. Then I ask for help. I hire an agent. I search for a property, and once I found one that I like, I try to get the agent to make an offer to it. If the offer is rejected, I keep on going and I keep on building my confidence. Um, I search for another property, and then I get the agent to negotiate an offer once more. And once that offer gets accepted, the agent helps me schedule a date where I can go look at the house. And finally, you just finalize everything you need to do out of the process to get that house to your name, and you just enjoy the benefit of having that home ownership. All right, so to give you guys an example of what I've been talking about, I have found an article from an award-winning reporter, writer, and editor from California, Marcy Jeffner, and she has written more than 1,000 published books uh, and articles that have been posted on LA Times, Washington Post, and many more. The author Marthy shares a real life story to her readers on a man named Carl Coffey who has been married for 3 years and he has always wanted to buy a house but was always full on debt. He came up with a plan to buy a house and where he started paying off all the debt using his budget. Once he finished paying off all that debt, his credit score started to improve and he was able to get a mortgage pre-approval to be able to get a loan to buy the house. And with that, he was able to start looking for a house, and he finally found one near his where he was living at the time. He stuck to his budget and paid off the house in 15 years since he had multiple incomes from both him and his wife. In conclusion, buying a house can be very stressful, but at the end of the day, it will be very beneficial for yourself because you will have more money for you to be able to use. This can cause you to have a more comfortable lifestyle and experience less stress in your life. And this is why it is very important for you to buy a house and not stay homeless.